Imagine working 40 years at a job. You tolerate saving 10% of your paycheck, living frugally, and hoping you will have enough money to enjoy life when you are 65. Now imagine someone telling you that actually the slowest possible route to wealth. That's exactly what MJ DeMarco reveals in the Millionaire Fastlane. This book completely destroys everything society taught us about getting rich, and today I am going to share the 10 most powerful lessons that could change your financial future forever. Whether you are 18 or 80, whether you are broke or comfortable, these principles apply to you. So grab a notebook because by the end of this video, you will see money in a completely different way. Let's dive in. Point number one, the three roads to wealth. D. Marco says there are three financial roads every person travels: the sidewalk, the slow lane, and the fast lane. The sidewalk is where most people live paycheck to paycheck. You make money, you spend money, there's no plan. There's no plan, no savings, just survival. Think of someone who earns $3,000 a month but spends $3,200. They are always stressed, always on emergency, away from disaster. Real example: Sarah works at a retail store making $35,000 a year. She has the latest iPhone, nice clothes, goes out every weekend, but she has $8,000 in credit card debt and zero savings. When her car breaks down, she has to borrow money from her parents. That's the sidewalk. The slow lane is what society teaches us. Go to school, get a job, save 10%, invest in mutual funds, and retire at 65. It works, but it takes 40 years, and you can only enjoy wealth when you are old. Take a real example. John is a high school teacher. He makes $55,000 yearly, saves diligently, drives a used car, packs his lunch. By 65, he'll have maybe $2 million. He lived poor to die rich. He sacrificed his youth for his retirement. The fast lane is different. You build systems and businesses that create wealth quickly. You stop trading time for money and start creating value that serves millions. Take a real example. Mark Zuckerberg created Facebook at 19. By 23, he was a billionaire. Did he wait 40 years? No. He built a system that served billions of people. The key message: stop following the crowd into the slow lane. It's a 40-year prison sentence with good behavior. Point number two, stop trading time for money. Here's a harsh truth. If your income stops when you stop working, you are not building wealth, you are just surviving. D. Marco calls this the time for money trade. You have 24 hours in a day. If you trade hours for dollars, you are forever limited. There's a ceiling to how much you can earn because there's a ceiling to how much time you have. Take a real example. Dr. Millie is a successful dentist making 3,000, not 3 lakhs dollar a year. Sounds great, right? But she works 50 hours a week. If she stops working, the money stops. She's chained to her dental chair. She cannot scale beyond her own two hands. Now compare that to the creator of WhatsApp, Jan Koum. He built an app that served 450 million people. He sold it for $90 billion. He was not trading time for money. He created something that worked for him 24/7, even while he slept. Here's what you must understand: lawyers, doctors, engineers, these are great jobs, but they are still trading time for money. You are highly paid employee, but you are still on the time for money hamster's wheel. The fast lane principle: build systems that generate income without your constant presence. Your business should work when you are not working. Think about it. McDonald's makes money whether the founder is alive or not. Netflix generates revenue 24/7 across the globe. That's the power of systems over time trading. Your action step: ask yourself, if I stopped working today, would money still flow in tomorrow? If the answer is no, you are in the slow lane. Next, point number three, the law of affection. This is the most important wealth formula in the book. DeMarco says wealth is equal to net profit plus sales plus magnitude. Let me break this down simply. Net profit is how much you make per unit. Scale is how many units you can sell. Magnitude is how big your impact is. Take a real example. Let's say you are a freelance graphic designer. You charge $500 per logo. Your net profit is decent, but your scale is limited. You can only create maybe 5 logos a week. That's a $2,500 weekly or about $130,000 yearly. Good, but not fast line wealth. Now imagine you create an online course teaching logo design. You sell it for $200. It takes you 3 months to create once, but now it sells while you sleep. If 10,000 people buy it that's $2 million. You have increased your scale dramatically. Or think even bigger. Adobe created design software used by millions globally. They charge a monthly subscription. Their scale is massive. Their impact reaches millions, and their wealth is enormous. Here's another example. A local pizza shop owner makes great pizza. He can serve maybe 100 customers daily. His impact is limited to his neighborhood. But Domino's created a system, franchises, delivery networks, apps that serves millions worldwide. Same product strategy, category, massively different scale. The law of affection says to get rich, you must impact millions with your product or service. The more people you serve, the wealthier you become. This is why a school teacher making $50,000 can never compete with a YouTube reaching 10 million people. It's not about who works harder, it's about who impacts more. Your mindset shift. Stop thinking small, stop thinking local. Ask yourself, how can I serve not just 100 people, but 1 lakh people? How can I scale my impact? Next, point number 4. Your job is a dangerous addiction. DeMarco says something controversial. Your job is actually holding you back from wealth. Now, I am not saying quit your job tomorrow, but understand this. A job gives you the illusion of security while stealing your most valuable asset, that is time. Real example. Michael is 35, works in a corporate marketing, makes $80,000 a year. Sounds stable, right? But he wakes up at 6 a.m., commutes an hour, works 9 hours, comes home exhausted. He is too tired to work on his own business idea. The weekends, he is recovering from the work week. His job gives him just enough money to pay bills and just enough extraction to prevent him from building anything meaningful. That's the trap. DeMarco calls this job dependency. You get comfortable, you get that bi-weekly paycheck, you get health insurance, but you are completely dependent on one source of income controlled by someone else. If they fire you, your income goes to zero instantly. Take a real example. During the 2020 pandemic, millions lost their jobs overnight. People who thought they had job security discovered that security was an illusion. Meanwhile, people with online businesses, digital products, and multiple income streams continued earning. Here's the reality. Your employer will never pay you what you are worth. They pay you just enough to keep you, and your work just hard enough not to get fired. That's not a path to wealth, that's a path to mediocrity. The fast lane approach. Use your job strategically. Keep it while you build your fast lane business on the side. Your job is funding for your future freedom, not your final destination. The powerful question. 5 years from now, will your job have made you wealthy or just 5 years older? Point number 5. Stop following financial gurus. Get rich slow advice. Society's financial advice sounds responsible, but it's actually terrible. Save money, cut out, let's invest in index funds, wait for 40 years. DeMarco destroys this logic. He asks, if you save $100 a week for 40 years and invest it at 8% returns, yes, you will have about $1.3 million at 65. but you spent your entire youth being frugal. You skipped experiences, delayed happiness, and now you are old. Is that really winning? Take a real example. David followed all the traditional advice. He skipped vacations, drove old cars, brown bagged his lunch for 30 years. At 60, he has a comfortable retirement fund, but he is also diabetic, has chronic back pain, and his kids barely know him because he worked constantly. He has money, but no health or relationships to enjoy it with. Compare the two someone who built a business in their 20s, became wealthy by 35, and spent their healthy years traveling, building relationships, and living fully. Here's what the financial gurus don't tell you. Compound interest works incredibly slowly. To make $1 million through compound interest alone, you need either massive amounts of money to start with or decades of time. Most people have neither. The guru advised just invest $500 monthly in index funds. Sounds wise, but but let's do the math. $500 monthly for 30 years at 8% returns equals about $750,000. That's after 3 decades, and that's assuming no emergencies, no market crash, and perfect discipline. DeMarco says instead of focusing on frugality, focus on income explosion. Don't clip coupons. Build a business that generates $50,000 monthly. Don't save nickels. Create systems that produce dollars. The mindset shift. Being cheap is not the same as being rich. Cutting expenses has a limit. Growing income has no limit. Point number 6, need based versus want based business. Here's why 90% of new business fail. They are based on what the entrepreneur wants, not what the market needs. DeMarco emphasizes chase needs, not wants. Your business idea might excite you, but if nobody needs it, you won't make money. Take a real example. Tom loves craft beer. He's a passionate about it, so he opens a specialty craft beer store in a small town. But the people in his town prefer cheap beer from the grocery store. Tom loves his business, but it fails within a year because he chased his passion, not a market need. Contrast that with Sarah. She notices parents in her area struggle to find affordable, healthy after school snacks for kids. She does not love snacks particularly, but she sees a need. She creates a subscription service delivering healthy snack boxes. It explodes because it solves a real problem. Here's the truth: the market does not care about your passion, the market cares about problems being solved. Think about the most about successful companies. Google solved the need to find information quickly. Amazon solved the need for convenient shopping. Uber solved the need for reliable, reliable transportation. Where the founders passionate about search engines, warehouses, or taxi services. Maybe, but more importantly, they saw needs and filled them. DeMarco gives you a simple test. Does your business solve a problem or fulfill a deep need? If yes, you are on the fast lane. If your business is just something you are passionate about, you are probably in trouble. Take a real example. Lisa wanted to sell handmade candles because she loved making them. She made beautiful products, but the market is flooded with candles. There's no desperate need for another candle company. She struggled for years. Meanwhile, her friend David noticed businesses struggling with cybersecurity. He was not passionate about firewalls, but he learned the skills and started a cybersecurity consulting firm. Within 3 years, he is making $5 lakh annually because he is solving a critical need. The lesson: let the market tell you what to build. Look for problems, pain points, frustrations, and inefficiencies, then solve them. Passion is great, but problems pay. Point number 7, the 5 commandments of Fastlane businesses. DeMarco gives us 5 commandments that every Fastlane business must follow. If your business idea violates even one, you are in trouble. Commandment 1, need. Your business must solve a legitimate need. We covered this. No need, no business. Commandment 2 Entry. The harder it is to enter your business, the better. If anyone can do what you do easily, competition will destroy your profits. Take a real example. Driving for Uber has low entry barriers. Anyone with a car can do it. Result: drivers barely make minimum wage because they are massive competition. But creating a successful software company that requires skills, knowledge, time, and high entry barriers mean less competition and higher profits. Commandment 3 Control. You must control your business. If someone else can shut you down with one decision, you don't have a business, you have a job. Take a real example. Many people build their entire business on Instagram or YouTube. One algorithm change, one account suspension, and they are finished. That's not control. Compare that to owning an email list of 1 lakh subscribers. No platform can take that away from you. Amendment 4 Scale. Your businesses must be able to grow without being limited by your time or geography. Take a real example. A local barber can only cut so many heads of hair per day. He is limited by time and location. But someone who creates an online courses on barbering techniques can sell 1 lakh people worldwide without working more hours. That's scale. Commandment 5 Time. Your business must eventually operate without you. If you are required for daily operations, you don't own a business, you own a job. Take a real example. Many restaurant owners work 70 hours a week in their own restaurant. Yes, they own it, but they are prisoners to it. Meanwhile, someone who creates a franchise system hires managers and step away. The business runs without them. Look at Ray Rock with McDonald's. He created systems so perfect that teenagers can run multi-million dollar locations. That's time freedom. Your homework. Take your current business idea or job that and rate it against these 5 commandments. Be honest. If it fails more than one, you need a better vehicle. Point number 8. Wealth is a process, not an event. Everyone wants the shortcut. Everyone wants the lottery ticket. But DeMarco destroys this fantasy. Wealth is not an event, it's a process. People see Mark Zuckerberg became a billionaire, and think it happened overnight. They see an author with a best selling book and think they got lucky. But they don't see the years of coding, the months of writing, the countless failures behind the overnight success. Take a real example. James Dyson created the Dyson vacuum cleaner. Today he is a billionaire. But what people don't know is he created 5126 failed prototypes over 15 years before he got it right. 15 years. That's not an event, that's a process. Take a real example. Colonel Sanders started new fried chicken at age 65. After his recipe was rejected 1,000 times, he drove across America, sleeping in his car, getting door after door slammed in his face, and success finally came. People called it luck, but it was a process of relentless persistence. Here's what DeMarco wants you to understand. Every day you work on your fast lane business, you are building. Some days you will see progress. Many days you won't, but you are creating something that compounds. It's like planting a bamboo tree. You water it for 5 years and see nothing. Then in 6th year, it grows 90 feet in 6 weeks. The growth was happening underground all along. The mistake people make. They work on something for 3 months, see no results, and quit. They jump to the next shiny opportunity. They are looking for the event instead of trusting the process. DeMarco's message: commit to your fast line business for at least 3 to 5 years, not 3 months, not 3 weeks, years. That's how long real wealth creation takes. The question you must answer: are you willing to work in obscurity with no guarantee of success for years? If yes, you might have what it takes. Point number 9. Your lifestyle should follow wealth, not precede it. One of the biggest mistakes people make is living like they are rich before they actually are. DeMarco calls this lifestyle servitude. You buy the luxury car, the big house, the expensive clothes before your fast lane vehicle is built. Now you are stuck. You need that high paying job to maintain your lifestyle. You can't take risks. You can't pursue your business dream because your Mercedes payment is due. Take a real example. Kevin got a promotion of $150,000 a year. Immediately, he upgraded everything: bigger house, luxury car, lease, premium gym membership, expensive restaurants weekly. His lifestyle inflated to match his income. Then his company downsized. He lost his job. Within 6 months, he lost everything because his expenses were too high. Compare that to Sam. He earned $150,000 but lived like he made $60,000. He drove a modest car, lived in a normal apartment, and invested the difference into his side business. When he lost his job, he did not panic. He had savings and a growing business. Within a year, his business replaced his corporate salary. DeMarco's principle: live below your means until your means can support your dreams. Keep your expenses low while you build. Don't look rich, become rich first. Take a real example. Mark Zuckerberg drove a haunt of it even when the Facebook was worth billions. Warren Buffett still lives in the house he bought in 1958 for $31,500. They are actually wealthy, so they don't need to look wealthy. Here's the trap. Lifestyle inflation is silent. You don't plan it, you just think, I make more now, I deserve this. But every expensive thing you buy is a chain. It requires continued income to maintain. The fast lane approach: delay gratification. Keep your lifestyle modest for 5 to 10 years while you build. Then, when your fast lane businesses generates over $1 lakh monthly, buy whatever you want. The difference: now you can actually afford it and nobody can take it away. The powerful truth: poor people look rich, rich people look ordinary. Which do you want to be? Finally, point number 10: take action now. Execution beats ideas. Here's the final and the most important lesson: ideas are worthless, execution is everything. DeMarco says millions of people have brilliant business ideas. They talk about them at parties. They tell their friends, they plan and plan and plan, but they never execute, and that idea dies with them. Take a real example. In 1997, three people had the idea for online video sharing. Only one executed. His name, Chad Hurley, his company, YouTube. He sold it for $1.65 billion. The other two people, nobody knows their names because they just had an idea. Right now, someone watching this video has an idea that could change the world, but they are waiting for the perfect team, waiting until they have more money, waiting until they feel ready. And while they wait, someone else with the same idea but more courage is executing. Take a real example. Brian Chesky and Joe Chibia were broke designers in San Francisco. They could not pay rent, so they bought air mattress and rented them to conference attendees. It was a desperate, imperfect idea, but they executed. That scrappy idea became Airbnb, now worth over $70 billion. They did not wait for funding. They did not wait for perfect planning. They did not wait for permission. They acted. Here's what stops most people: fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of looking stupid. But DeMarcos asks, what's worse, trying and failing, or never trying and wondering, what if for the rest of your life? The math is simple. A mediocre business that exists beats a perfect business that does not. An imperfect book that's published beats a perfect book that's never written. An okay product that launches beats an amazing product that stays in your head. Your moment is now, not tomorrow, not next month, not when conditions are perfect. Now, start that business, launch that product, create that service, build in public, make mistakes, learn, adjust, but whatever you do, move. because here's the truth that separates dreamers from millionaires. Dreamers plan, millionaires execute. Finally, let me bring this all together. The Millionaire Fastlane is not just a book, it's a complete reprogramming of how you view wealth. It destroys the lie that you need to sacrifice 40 years of your life to enjoy 10 years of retirement. You learned that three are three roads: the sidewalk where you are broke, the slow lane where you are delayed, and the fast lane where you are free. You learned to stop trading time for money and start building systems. You learned that wealth equals impact, serve millions, make millions. You learned that your job might be a comfortable prison. You learned to chase needs, not wants. You learned the five commandments every business must follow. You learned that wealth is a process requiring years of patient execution. You learn to live below your means while building above them. And most importantly, you learned that ideas mean nothing without action. So, here's my challenge to you. Don't let this video be just another piece of content you consumed. Let it be the turning point. Let today be the day you choose the fast lane. You don't need permission. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. 10 years from now, you will be somewhere. The question is, will you be 10 years older and in the same place, or will you be 10 years older and financially free? The choice is yours. The fast lane is waiting. If this video added value to your life, hit the like button and subscribe for more book summaries that could change your future. Drop a comment telling me which point resonated most with you. Now stop watching videos and go build something. Your future self is counting on you. See you in the fast lane. Thank you.